Gotcha. I'm Hank. Welcome to Hamiltonville Farm. Today we're working on the Oliver. We're going to actually go get the manuals to work on this thing. But before we do, I got a favor to ask. If you like these kind of videos, will you go watch another video from Hamiltonville Farm after you check this one out? You know, it's really important for the YouTube, what they call the algorithm. If you like our videos...
Can you push your glasses up when you say that?
The algorithm? The algorithm? So if you like stuff like this from us, we would like for you to watch another video from us because it sends a signal to YouTube saying, hey, this channel is pretty good. We'd like for more people to see it. And of course, they'll promote our videos more across the YouTube platform. Will you go do that for us after you enjoy this video from Hamiltonville Farm? We'd appreciate it.
Please, please, please.
Please, 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 please. Let's go get those manuals. All right, we've picked up our manuals. We've got the operator's manual and the parts manual for our Super 55. So we'll take this back to the house. These came from Gen Sales, so they're not the original ones, but they came from Gen Sales and they're aftermarket. So you could go online and order them there. But anyway, so now that we've got them, we'll take them back. We'll start working on the Oliver referencing these manuals. Pretty cool, huh? This morning, I'm going to go ahead and try to get the gas tank off this thing. Probably take the carburetor off too. I'm going to go ahead and clean the gas tank. It's got rust and stuff inside of it. And the carburetor I have is the Schiebler or Schebler model. I think they had a Carter and a Schiebler. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's Schiebler, Schebler. What do you guys call it? So let me show you what the carburetor looks like, and you can tell me which one I got. But I think it's the Schiebler one. I'll say Schiebler. How's that? This is what the carburetor looks like. So I'll just take it off here, and then there's some linkage in the back, you know, for the throttle linkage, and then obviously I got to disconnect the hose. So we'll take it off, clean it up, maybe rebuild it, not sure, maybe replace it, I'm not sure. But we're going to take it off. We'll replace this. This is aftermarket, so we'll take care of that filter, that fuel filter there. And then we'll take the tank off. And the reason it's wet is because I've been spraying it with my liquid wrench. I've been doing that for about a week now. Let's get started. Let's take this thing apart, get it cleaned up, and then go from there. There's 4 bolts that hold this on, the 1/2 inch. The ones in the front have a nut on the bottom, but the ones in the back are tapped into the frame of the tractor itself. So you only got to do the top half of the ones in the back. One down, 3 to go. Bolts are still in good shape. I'll put these back in the hole when I'm done so I don't lose them. Alright, that one came. They're all coming out so easy, so that's good. Tank shouldn't be an issue to take out, but hopefully it's not hard to clean. You know, I've watched several videos online about how to clean it using some type of, you know, anything from apple cider vinegar to toilet bowl cleaner stuff. So we'll see. I'll tell you what I am going to buy though here shortly is a magnet. I might be able to get a socket down in this one. Let's try this with a socket, a little easier. These don't have nuts on the bottom. These are molded into the frame. That was easy as it can be. Now that I've got all 4 loose, I think I can just take it up. I can just pick it up and move it. Look at that. Hey, just a little bit of fuel left in it. I'll set it here for now. Let's look at the bottom.
Good shape.
It's in good shape, ain't it? So somebody was telling me that you have to turn off the fuel drain on the petcock because it's gravity fed and it will leak if you leave it up. All right, so now we'll clean this up some more. Now I'll start taking the carburetor off, and then once I get the carburetor off, I'll start disassembling the carburetor and go from there. I'll just take these 2 bolts off, the linkage, and I think that, I mean, it should be pretty simple. So I can get this thing off right quick. It's been pretty easy so far. The gas tank and the carburetor are 1/2 inch, so I've only had to use the same wrench. So no big issues there. I'm just going to loosen these up, and then I'll see about disconnecting all the other points to disconnect. starting to come off the body there, so that's a good sign. I didn't know if it was going to be stuck or whatever, so that's good that it's already coming off. I thought I might have to use a screwdriver or something to pry this thing off with, but it doesn't seem to be. All right, let me take off this hose and this connecting back here. Might have to buy a new hose. That's pretty bad shape there. No, maybe not. I'll show you something. Look at that. That goes to the breather, obviously, but all right. Go ahead and finish taking this carburetor off, and then I'll disconnect the throttle linkage. Now let's take that linkage apart. Don't appear to be anything stuck or anything, so we'll just leave those in here for now, and then we'll start working on this bad boy. So I'll disconnect it here. There's 3 things I've got to take off here: this linkage, this filter, and this cable of some sort. Start with the easy one. Pay attention to how this is cobbled together here. Let's see. I guess I need to take these nuts off here and remove this. So this little passing through bolt here. And then under here, I probably could just unscrew. Yeah, let me do that. The cable should just come right out. I guess that's technically the throttle cable. Taking stuff apart should be easy. Just putting it back together, that might not go so well. So I've got the throttle cable off. Now I'll just get this linkage off right here, and the carburetor will be off. Looks like it might be a 5/16 or so. Let's see. Yeah. All right, let me get another one. Hold on. Gotta have 2 of them to take it off with. There's 1. There's 2. I'm gonna put this back in here so I don't lose it. Y'all see a theme? Oh, put that back on there. Put the second nut, the little locking nut on there. Now hopefully I don't lose any of those. Alright, here's what your carb looks like. This is the outside we've been looking at. Inside. Let's see if I can get some light. It's got a little bit of rust down there on the throttle body. Alright, we'll crack this bad boy open and rebuild it, but we'll clean it real good around the outside first. How exciting, guys. We're making progress. Alright, I got her swinging now. So, you know, this thing holds everything from dead deer to carburetors. But I'm going to take my Gunk all-purpose degreaser foam, shoot it on this thing for a little bit, and then let it sit, and then come back and rinse it off, and then go from there. Alright, guys, while I've been letting this sit for a while, I noticed, I said, well, let me go ahead and drain the gas that's already in this tank. Well, look at that. So I turned this over, and the fuel didn't even come out of it. So that's clogged up somehow. You know, I opened it here on this petcock. Nothing came out of the tank. I think I can take this off, drain the tank. I might end up having to replace this piece right here. You know, the hole where the fuel sediment bowl goes. Hope not. Maybe I can clean it up, but if I have to replace it, I think they sell the whole kit. I don't think it'd be that bad. This is a 7/16 right here. It's not going to leak here because all the fuel don't go up to about right right there, so it shouldn't leak anyway. So, and I don't even know if this is going to be a hole to drain it with. Let's see. Don't you hate not having a concrete floor to work on? Oh Lord, look at that. Kind of gummed up in there, huh? What you say, fellas? Pretty nasty. All right, let me set this all to the side. Let me poke something in there to see if I can get see if it's a no kidding hole. Hold on a sec. Handy dandy poker. Oh yeah, it's definitely a hole. Definitely a hole up in there. But I don't know where it goes to, so we'll see. You talk about needing to clean your tank. Well, I gotta clean it now for sure. Let's see if this thing drains. Oh yeah. Looks like mud. Look at that. Look at that. There's probably a gallon left in there, maybe. We'll get it all drained out. Let me take y'all out here and show you. Oh, golly. Hey, you know what? To be honest with you, though, I think you could probably put some seafoam in there and be all right. What do you guys think? Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. That is just nuts. Crazy. Crazy stuff. But that's what you get when you keep, you know, gasoline in something forever and not treat it or just let it sit. You know, every gas will do that eventually. Especially after how many years this thing's sitting in the open field. Okay, good news. We know it's a Shebler because it says so on the carburetor itself. This says Marvel Shebler on it. Let's see if I can give you a better shot. On the top of this, and then on the back side it says the same thing. Marvel Shebler. Sorry you can't see that in the light, you just have to take my word for it. Alright, so it's stamped in there, and on the bottom it says 10, A as in alpha, 356 maybe. So 10A 356, and then this is a 14 stamped here. Alright, that's some type of screen of some sort. So I'm wondering if, now I cleaned up really good. So I'm wondering if I can clean it and fit and just, you know, put a new rebuild kit in it, or am I gonna have to buy another one? We'll see. But I'm thinking I can just clean it. It doesn't look that bad from the outside. I mean, I ain't tore the guts out of it yet, but you know, from the outside, everything seems to be okay. So we're doing the fuel system, right? So we're going to clean up the gas tank and the carburetor and try to get all those lines put back together and all that stuff, and then we'll move on to the next step. I think, man, I'm excited about this doggone thing. So anyway, I'm glad you're following along the series with us. If you got any constructive comments, let us know. Always click here to subscribe and watch this video here of the Oliver that we clean it up a little bit. It's a good video too, and you'll see the progression of it. So anyway, hey, you guys take care. God bless you guys.